Hmm. Yeah. So a lot of, well, everything that I speak about, I speak from my experiences. So um, that is how they work. There's you can call them codes. There's keys, whatever you want to call it, from an energetic perspective. When that messaging comes through, it resonates with the vibration of whatever you're going through, and it unlocks and it allows you, um, or what's a better way to phrase this? It um, gives you the opportunity to move through whatever it is that you're going through. Um,
Mhm.
and so there's normally a resonance when this happens, because what is coming through me is truth, and it's very difficult um, to not um, resonate with truth, because truth is truth. You can't hide in truth. And when someone speaks the truth, you can feel it. And the only way that I speak what I speak is through the experiences that I've had. And so that's why there's the resonance. It's a very good question. And the way I would answer that is that it's very simple. It's like a flower that is ready to bud. A
Okay.
flower won't bud until it's ready. There's nothing it can do. There's no hurrying up the phase or the stage to get it to open. When it's ready, it will hear. And until then, that is why um, I continuously work on um, my role is to listen to people. That is one of my biggest jobs, and one of my biggest practices is to listen, because it's only through me hearing what people have to say um, can I see certain patterns, but also I can say what I have to say. I can see a lot of patterns in people um, through my experiences, but unless they're ready, um, I can speak to them and I can tell you, listen, look at this. You need to try and do this and try and do this. But what happens is I will be speaking to their ego. And when I come up against an ego, there's not an open heart. So they're not in a receiving mode. So they cannot receive that message. So their ego will want to fight with what I have to say. So when I say I listen, now I wait for people to ask me questions, because when they ask me questions, it means they're ready to receive. And not everybody's ready to receive. And
Okay.
unfortunately, with this work, you can only understand once you are ready to receive. So the mind, you can substitute ego for mind. It's basically what happens is we are programmed. We've been programmed for many, many lifetimes as we come in, depending on who you're with, your family, your friends, your teachers, um,
Yeah.
people
Big time.
in control have told you how things work. So they basically say to you, um, when we come into an incarnation, we are as pure as it's we are in a beautiful state of just acceptance. And what happens is we slowly but surely start to doubt that state, because we'll have things like your parents going, okay, put your jersey on, it's cold, don't eat that, or don't eat this. Go to school, you need to learn this. You've got to do all these things we've been told that we need to do. And then what happens is we stop trusting our inner selves. But the reality is that our inner self knows exactly what it's here to do. But the understanding that this reality that we're in is a game. It's a simulation. We've come in to
Yeah.
do this. So there is a phase, it's called the domestication, where this conditioning happens. So when you come into an incarnation, you've come in to learn certain lessons. So you choose your family, you choose all these different people that are going to be key players in your life to um, enact a certain role that will help you to learn the lessons that you've come in to learn. And so where did I go? So there's a conditioning that has to happen. And then, so if you can look at it from a perspective of the Big Bang, right? So we come in from nothing, and then there's this expansion, and we go out into life, and we experience everything. And we get to a certain point where that expansion has hit its, and then it starts coming back to self. And on the way back, it's learning everything about itself. So it's until it gets back to the point of zero again, which is where it came in. And if you can look at your life like that, or at least that's how I look at it. And so we have gone from God out, and then coming back to experience ourselves, and then back home, if you like.